Hear this welcome and blessing from Mother Hildegard, medieval abbess of Bingen. Good people, most royal greening verdancy, rooted in the sun, you shine with radiant light. In this circle of earthly existence, you shine so finely, it surpasses understanding. God hugs you. You are encircled by the arms of mystery. Come join me, radiant ones, as we honor the human spirit today.
It has been a privilege to serve as the president of the Blue Key Honor Society this year. For those who might not know, we promote campus-wide events which support leadership, service, and a sense of excellence for Colorado College. We aim to build on what makes Colorado College so great. And I'm pleased to offer the opening remarks for today's honors convocation. As graduation quickly approaches, I'd like to share a personal realization about my time at Colorado College. I feel that I've grown so much because CC has supported my failures as well as my successes. In fact, this has been a fantastic place to make mistakes. You probably have some of your own, but here's a short list of my own personal successful failures. I ran for executive vice president for student government, and I lost. But you know what? I learned that I didn't necessarily need a title in order to make things happen. I found other ways to make an impact, and I learned that you can lead from anywhere. But I also gained a great appreciation for people who campaign for office, even when they know people could throw rocks at them for taking a stand. I took a course that I was terrible in. I won't name it, it was financial accounting, but you know what I learned? I learned that I will probably never be an accountant. I also found that I have a huge appreciation for accounting and accountants, and the thinking approach will be useful to me for a lifetime. So even though the course might have been a minor disaster, wow, am I glad that I challenged myself and learned what I don't want to do in the future. I also launched my first startup. Now, the first thing you learn in any startup is that you need to have a willingness to fail. Most startups fail for 1,000 different reasons. And while our idea is not lost, it did not successfully continue to grow. I've learned that not all ideas are good ones, and that not all good ideas are big ideas. But even when you fail, the spirit of innovation continues. So when I sum it all up, I think one of the main things I'll take away from my time at Colorado College is that I can grow by taking risks, embracing imperfection, and expanding my footprint in ways that I didn't think I could. And I won't be afraid to do it again in the next chapters of my life. So while we may not all be celebrating our failures today, I would guess that we have all made a fair share of mistakes along the way. And let's face it, they got us to where we are today. And this is the success behind failure. So with that said, I would like to offer my congratulations to those winning awards today. You are amazing students, faculty, and staff, all worth celebrating. You've made this a very special place to grow, and yes, to fail. Thank you very much.
The Department of Anthropology is pleased to announce the recipients of this year's Warmington and Cusick Awards. The Warmington Award in Anthropology was established in 1979 by Warmington and her husband, George D. Volk, to honor the outstanding graduating senior in anthropology. Winners of the Warmington Award display excellent academic scholarship, notable aptitude for and accomplishment in field research, leadership and participation in the department's programs, and dedication to the discipline of anthropology. This year's recipient certainly demonstrates all of these qualities. This year's winner is Amanda Gracie Reiniger. The Cusick Award. The Courtney Cusick Memorial Prize was created in 2003 in memory of anthropology major Courtney Cusick. The Cusick Prize is awarded for the outstanding senior paper in anthropology. This year's recipient for her thesis, Pluralities in Power, Health and Hypertension Among Bhopal Disaster Survivors, this year's recipient is Ruthie Marquardt. We will make sure to deliver this to Ruthie when we see her. Thank you.
The Department of Art and Art History is pleased to offer the following awards. For her investigations into the interplay of translucent colors, the Outstanding Senior Studio Art Show Award goes to Catherine, better known as Katie Patterson. The Outstanding Senior Art History Thesis Award is split this year between two students. The first investigated performative sculpture and spiritual time travel, a crucifix puppet from Kempton. The second investigated the fourth dimension in pictorial space-time, the Francis Picabia Transparency Series. These are respectively Adele Moss and Shayna Hafner. The Mary Chenoweth Award, which is given in the spirit of eccentricity, wit, and enthusiasm, goes this year to two folks, Julia Bellemarich and Grace Gahagan. Two Craig Hurst Arts Prizes have been awarded this year to juniors, now rising seniors, Austin Howlett and Isabel Leonard.
For her outstanding academic achievements and her service to the Asian Studies program, the Asian Studies faculty is delighted to award this year's Excellence in Asian Studies to Kiyomi Moore.
The Biology Department is pleased to award the Richard G. and Reba Beidelman Award to the student with the greatest potential for becoming a professional ecologist or field biologist, and this year's recipient is Sky Greenler. The Laboratory Biology Award was awarded to 4 students this year for their dedication, perseverance, and growth in laboratory studies. And this year's recipients are Aaron Slay, Joshua Arguello, Mitch Sungalo, and Jacob Hoffman. This year's Jason Wilkes Memorial Biology Award goes to Joseph Isagar. And the Anderson Award in Conservation Biology goes to Erica Sorrow.
The Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry is pleased to offer the following awards. The Otis A. and Margaret T. Barnes Department Service Award goes to Biochemistry Major Joshua Mayers and Chemistry Major Hannah Kim. Okay, the first year chemistry award goes to Julia Barney. The William C. Champion Prize in Organic Chemistry goes to Taylor Schwab. The Outstanding Senior Award in Biochemistry, we have a 3-way tie to Jimin Kim, Caleb Rausch, and Matthew Dickinson. The Outstanding Senior Award in Chemistry goes to Taylor Kelson. The ACS Analytical Chemistry Award goes to Benjamin Gradanus. The Quacilius Family Research Award in Chemistry goes to Hallie Comfort. Is Hallie here? And also the Alfred W. Albert Summer Research Prize is also awarded to Hallie Comfort. So congratulations.
So I forgot a couple of things for the biology department. So first of all, Sky Greenler. Sky Greenler, we have another certificate for you. And then I did forget the Mary Alice Hamilton Award in Biology, which goes to the most outstanding biology major, and that this year goes to Jedediah Doan.
For a really great senior thesis on environmental degradation in Roman North Africa, and for outstanding achievements in both languages, the Hartwell Prize this year goes to Will Heberlein.
First of all, on behalf of the Economics and Business Department, I'd like to thank the generous alums and donors who contributed all of the funds to make every award today possible. Next, on behalf of that same department, Economics and Business, it gives me great pleasure to present the following awards. First, the Kenneth J. Curran Award for the highest GPA outside the social sciences, Brendan Quinn, with the thesis, Reacting to Potential Rivals' Substantial Price Decrease. The award for Outstanding Senior Graduate in Economics, the Kenneth J. Curran and Elizabeth Hare Curran Award, goes to Aradhya Sood for Nonlinear Monetary Policy. The Robert William Kay Prize for Outstanding Economics Major with a strong performance in business courses in particular. We have two winners this year, with respective theses, The Effect of Overconfidence on Individual Decision-Making and Hospital Price Variations, Catherine Hoffman and Ben Munoz. The Robert E. Rubin Award in Political Economy for Outstanding International Political Economy work with a thesis on the state capacity and health of the body politic, ensuring adequate nutrition in India. This year's award recipient is Amber Burkhardt. And finally, the Robert E. Rubin Award in Mathematical Economy. We have two winners this year, with theses entitled College Persistence and Major Choice, assessing the effectiveness of the federal ACG and SMART grant programs, and Experimental Findings and Adaptive Learning in a 5-player centipede game. Please congratulate John Goldberg Richmeyer and Gavin Nakbar.
This student, who has won the Excellence in Teacher Education Award, one nominator spoke of her saying that she is determined, enthusiastic, prepared, eager, flexible, and reflective. Congratulations to the student who already has a job teaching math next fall at Harrison High School. Christy Kiesel, please come up.
The English department is pleased to present 3 awards. The first is the Evelyn May Bridges Poetry Award. The winner is Patrick Robinson. No Patrick? All right. The winner of the Adelaide Bender Revel Fiction Award is Jesselyn Nagamoto. And the winner of the Frank Krutzke Senior Project Award this year is a senior thesis entitled Hemingway's Theory of Omission and the Language of Masculinity in His Short Fiction. Its author is Isabel Norwood.
On behalf of the environmental program, I'm pleased to present 2 awards. The Outstanding Senior Academic Award in Environmental Science or Policy goes to a student who is bright, hardworking, and consistently outstanding academically. Please join me in congratulating Johanna Jensen. Our second award is the Distinguished Academic Service Award in Environmental Science or Policy. The student who's the winner of this award has been engaged in environmental leadership on campus and is notable for her curiosity, insight, enthusiasm, and hard work. Please join me in congratulating Rebecca Smith.
Hey everybody, I'm really delighted to be here. You'll notice I'm not Heidi Lewis. As noted on the program, I'm Tip Reagan in the Department of History and Interdisciplinary Program in Feminist and Gender Studies. It gives me great delight to present the Shannon McGee Prize this year to Rosie Nelson for her exceptional work promoting interest about gender on campus and for her exemplary feminist scholarship in the classroom. This year, Rosie wrote a terrific thesis on women and Welsh nationalism in the 19th century, and you've heard it, you're hearing this first. You're going to hear about her in a couple of years when she leads the feminist-inspired revolution to set Wales free. Rosie.
This year's Apollonian Award winner is Jacob Kirksey.
On behalf of my department, it's my pleasure to present the Award for Excellence in French to Maya Williamson. It's also my pleasure to award the award for Excellence in Italian to Jessica DeFaggio. As you can see in your program, the Jean Gibbs Memorial Award for Study in France was previously awarded to the 3 students listed. But there are also 2 students, unfortunately not listed, who will receive this award as well. And they are Caitlin Tabor and Angelina Lutz. The Linda Hare Goddard Memorial Award in French goes to senior Catherine Whalen. And the Linda Hare Goddard Memorial Award in Italian goes to 2 remarkable students, Molly Wodenschek and Thomas Brannon.
For the Geology Department, it's a privilege to present 3 awards. The first commemorates a former professor of geology with a progeny. Many family members have attended Colorado College. That is the William A. Fisher Special Recognition Award that is awarded on occasion. The recipient is David Friedman, and I happen to know he is practicing the discipline of geology today and will not be able to receive the award. The next award, the Estwing Outstanding Senior, goes to an individual with the top academic performance among students graduating this year. The recipient is Andrew Pombriand. I will show the award. It's always function as well as form. The next award is the Neil J. Haar Memorial Outstanding Student Award. The award goes to Victoria Crystal with particular commendation for excellence in research.
Good morning. The Department of German, Russian, and East Asian Languages has 6 awards to present, although 2 of the students are not here today. The first is the Excellence in German Award that goes to both Natasha Murtha and William Harlow. Okay, Will is at Baca, apparently. That happens. Next, we have the Anna von Bibra-Sutton German Scholarship, which goes to Frankie Jenny, although he is away and study abroad right now. Then we have the Max Kade Award in German, which goes to Christian Ecker. Moving on to Russian, the Alexei Malyshev Russian and Eurasian Studies Award goes to Natalia Kahn and Hannah Fryer. Japanese Language Award goes to Chelsea Brown. And finally, in Chinese, moving around the world, the award of Chinese Language Award goes to Kevin Dooley, who I believe is also studying abroad right now. But we can applaud him.
Hello, I am not Amy, but Professor John Riker of the Philosophy Department, here representing the Health Professions Advisory Committee. Our first award is the Frank Henry John Figge Award, which is given each year to an outstanding Colorado College senior who has been accepted into medical school. This year's recipient is Sean Buck. The second award is the Caduceus Award, which is given to honor the student who uses his or her innovation, creativity, overall character, and drive to make a difference on the campus and in the community. This year, there are 2 recipients of the award, Nicole White and Joshua Mayers.
I am honored on behalf of the History Department to present 2 awards. The first is the Clyde Augustus Donaway Prize for all-round outstanding performance in history. This year, the department would like to note that the recipient adds to that excellence in general a wonderful ability to model excellence for his peers. The recipient of that award is Alexander Langstaff. Our second award is the Robert G. Cosgrove Essay Prize. The essay for which this award is this year given has already been described by one of my colleagues as great. The History Department would like to gild the lily by saying it shows extraordinary intellectual maturity and a soft but forceful scholarly voice. The award goes to Will Heberlein for his work on North Africa.
This year's Mahoney Award in Sports Medicine goes to 2 senior students who show strong potential in a career in medicine, allied health field, and more specifically sports medicine. This year's senior recipients are Josh Arguello and Ada Shohanska.
On behalf of the Department of Mathematics and Computer Science, it's my pleasure to present 2 awards today. There are several other awards listed in the program that I won't be presenting in person, but I encourage you to read about them because these are some seriously smart people, and you might want to work for them someday. First, the Florian Cajori Award is named in honor of Florian Cajori, who was an eminent historian of mathematics and an important early member of the Colorado College faculty. The award recognizes the graduating senior in mathematics or computer science who has displayed unusual and outstanding achievement in mathematics or computer science. And the award this year goes to the one and only Denali Molitor. The second award is the Sophie Germain Award, named in honor of a great 18th and 19th century mathematician who overcame great obstacles to her study of mathematics. Her parents tried to stop her from doing it, and she couldn't be stopped. The French Revolution couldn't stop her, nothing could stop her. And it recognizes graduating seniors who display an unusual combination of passion and talent. The award this year goes to 2 mathematicians who won't stop talking and thinking and doing mathematics even if you try to stop them. They are Ravi Donapudi and Hanson Smith.
We had an outstanding class of senior music majors this year, and I'm very pleased to present the following prizes. First, the Max Lanner Prize for Excellence in Instrumental Music. This prize goes to Wes Brandt, who wrote and scored an original musical production, Galapago, which was presented at the Cornerstone Theater earlier this year. Tara Hatfield, who's in the field right now, but she was a very active member of the CC Gamelan Ensemble and traveled to Bali to do research for a capstone presentation. And finally, Yan Gao, who is a music major finishing her sophomore year. She's an accomplished pianist, and you can hear her tonight soloing with the chamber orchestra. Our next prize is for the Marie Gillis Award for Vocal Music, and this goes to two recipients. First, Raquel Vasquez, who has been an active member of chamber music and musical theater productions, and she has the honor of conducting the baccalaureate choir on May 18th. And finally, Duran Mitchell, who has appeared in many musical productions, including Bobby and Stephen Sondheim's Company, and Duran will be singing at our baccalaureate service with pianist Wes Brandt. Our third prize is for the highest achievement in academics in the music department, and the winners are Eliza Lovett, who graduates with distinction in music, and she has taken voice and piano and participated in musical theater productions. And finally, Drew Campbell plays double bass, sings in the bluegrass ensemble, and he also graduates in distinction, but will be going to pursue medicine in graduate school.
The co-winners of this year's Glenn Gray Award are opposites. One is the tallest senior philosophy major, the other the shortest. One is analytically conceptual, the other is hermeneutically immersed. But both have presenced in exceptional ways what it means to be an engaged, committed student pursuing a depth of philosophical inquiry. The winners of the Gray Award this year are Maria Keller and Jake Russin.
This year's recipient of the David and Karen Smith Copperthwaite Award for Excellence in Physics is Forrest Thompson. In recognition of his work in physics and political science, this year's recipient of the Wilbur Wright Memorial Prize is Eugene McKee.
Hi there. I'm Andrew Price-Smith from the Department of Political Science. We have two awards to present this year. The first is the Edith Bramhall Award for Academic Excellence, and it goes to Mr. Luigi Mendez. The second award is a shared award this year. It is the Fred Sonderman Award for service to the department and to the college, and it goes to Katie Doherty and Jorge Rivera Hernandez. Jorge. Is Jorge here?
On behalf of the Psychology Department and the Neuroscience Program, I am honored to present 3 awards today. The first award is the William Arthur Blakely Memorial Award in Psychology. It is awarded typically to a junior who shows exceptional promise for a career in psychology. This year's recipient is Julia Lau. The Cornelia Manley Sabin Award is awarded to a senior who is the Outstanding Psychology Graduate. This year's awardee is Shana Rishiputi. And this year's Arnold B. Scheibel Neuroscience Award is given to the Outstanding Graduating Senior in Neuroscience. The awardee is Yi Chao Bao.
Good morning, I'm Claire Garcia, presenting on behalf of Race and Ethnic Studies for her truly interdisciplinary capstone project dealing with the issues of race, medicine, and popular culture, as well as for her persistence and leadership in being the founder and editor of the Race and Ethnic Studies newsletter and Facebook page. We're very honored to present to Victoria Stabile the Victor Nelson Cisneros and Adrian Lanier Seward Award for Race and Ethnic Studies.
On behalf of the faculty and the Department of Religion, I'm delighted to announce co-winners for this year's Hastings Prize, awarded for the best senior thesis on the philosophical interpretation of religion. Both of these theses this year thoughtfully situate important Hindu texts and traditions within South Asian history, and both of these students are original thinkers, beautiful writers, and very deserving. The first is Taylor Diepenbrock for his senior thesis entitled A Measure of Maya, Delusion and Power in the Bhagavad Gita, the Bhagavata Purana, and Shankara's Commentaries. And the second is Evan Hanks for his senior thesis entitled Space, Speech, and the Apophatic Movement in Vedic Literature.
On behalf of the Department of Sociology, it's my pleasure to award the Abbott Prize in Sociology to 2 remarkable seniors, Aubrey Hasfold and Alejandra Chavez Contreras.
The Southwest Studies program will be making 2 awards today. The Joel P. Benezet Prize, which is awarded to an outstanding senior, major, or minor in the program this year, goes to Guojun Lee. And the Joseph T. Gordon Prize, which recognizes outstanding achievement in scholarship or creative expression by a CC faculty member, goes jointly this year to Rebecca Tucker of the Art Department and Jessica Hunter Larson of the Idea Space for the really exceptional exhibit and speaker series that they organized and curated this year on devotional cultures, Spanish colonial art in the Southwest.
On behalf of the Spanish Department, I am honored to present the following 3 awards. For extraordinary work on her senior thesis on gender representation in one of Spain's most important novels of the Civil War, the Department of Spanish awards Excellence in Spanish to Kira Withrow. For their significant contributions to the department's academic and extracurricular program, the Felisa Llorende Award goes to 4 students, 2 who are currently studying abroad, Jordan Clemente, who is currently in France, and Susana Micol in Argentina. And 2 who are here with us today, Jessica Garhart and Lizzie Neal. Finally, both for academic excellence and to support their study abroad, the Linda Hare Goddard Award recipients are Tessa Allen de Oliveira, McKenna Asakawa, Ross Valdez Welk, and Juliana Provencio.
Hello. On behalf of the Theater and Dance Department, I'm delighted to announce 3 awards. Dustin Ordway, a dance major and film minor, is the department's 2014 Broadway Theater League Award recipient. You might recognize Dustin as the person on campus who, as often as not, is upside down, standing on his hands instead of his feet. What you may not know is that Dustin, in the span of 4 years, has become an accomplished dancer and promising choreographer. In case you are wondering what one does after graduating in dance, Dustin heads to Russia to join Pantera, a professional contemporary dance company based in the city of Kazan. Let's welcome Dustin. The 2014 Theater and Dance Pamela Riley Prize Award goes to Kevin Dorff. A theater major, Kevin is an accomplished actor and an exceptional student with a disciplined and inquisitive mind. And as my colleagues and I discovered from his thesis titled Thesis, a Thesis, he is also quite the auteur. Written, directed, and performed by 3 Kevins, 2 on screen and his physical self on stage, Thesis, a Thesis was carefully crafted and by turns witty, smart, self-effacing, and uncompromising in its honesty. Kevin? Marty Gates is the inaugural recipient of the Theater and Dance Department's Award for Innovation in Performance Design. A psychology major as well as an accomplished costume designer, Mari's thesis can be seen in the Rastel exhibition case next to Rastel's. Titled Alzheimer's, an exploration through costume, the exhibition visually represents the ravishing physical effects of Alzheimer's disease on the brain. The exhibition displays five finely constructed dresses in various states of deterioration. They are at once beautiful and disturbing. Mari?
I hope you all can feel the talent and excitement bubbling out of the south transept of the chapel this year. But there's one thing wrong. When I look over there, I should be blinded by the light hitting the shiny medal on your chest. So get those neatly folded medals out and put them over your neck and wear them for the rest of today. And don't forget them for graduation, when you graduate. And I would just say you are fabulous, so it's good to have bling to remind other people how fabulous you are. In the past, Abel J. and Lucy Finney-Gregg Award winners have been notable not only for enlivening spiritual life at CC, but also for enriching campus life in general. And this year's winner is no exception. If you've ever wondered whether it's possible to integrate critical intellectual reflection on your own tradition, devoted service to your own community, and meaningful engagement in interfaith relationships, this year's awardee should put your mind and your body and your heart at peace. On top of all that, she combines an emerging expertise on the role of spirituality in medieval art with a cutting-edge interest in contemporary graphic novels. And in her, you have a Renaissance person who has given birth to herself and others in the most loving, supportive, humble, and joyous of ways. Please help me congratulate Adele Moss.
Each year, the Alpha Lambda Delta Book Award goes to the graduating senior member of Alpha Lambda Delta with the highest GPA. This year, that honor goes to Andrew Pontbriand.
While we've had an overall great year, we all know that there have been some really challenging times. Some things happen in the CC community that we really wish hadn't, and they hit our hearts in a heavy way. I don't know how they do it, but they always seem to be there when we need them. We respect and cherish them greatly. The recipients of this year's Blue Key Award go to our chaplains, Bruce Coriel and Kate Holbrook.
The Bill Hockman Award for excellent work on war, violence, and human values should be presented by Bill Hockman. I am not he. He called me last night to ask me to cover for him, so I'm going to stand very tall so I'll be more like him and read exactly the words he emailed me. I established this prize some time ago in memory of my shipmates who died when my ship was sunk in Normandy. As usual, there were a number of stunning entries, including essays, photography, and poetry. I wish I could give them all prizes. There are 3 winners this year. The first is for a fine paper by Tabitha Katz, Pillars and Stones, about German attempts to come to terms with the Holocaust and the significant difference between Holocaust memorialization in East and West Germany. The second of the prizes goes to Tara Milliken for an essay about the relatively recent development of support systems for Army wives whose spouses are at war and the difficulty male spouses have. The third prize goes to Kristen Gilmore for an evocative poem about a girl writing to her lover who went away to war. Please join me, Bill, and me in congratulating them and all the others for their outstanding work.
These next 3 awards are on behalf of Cutler Publications. The first is the Cutler Publications Award, which goes to Liz Forrester. The second award is the Ruth Barton Award, which goes to Jorge Rivera Hernandez, who I believe is in London. And the third is the E.K. Gaylord Award, which goes to Jesse Paul.
I am pleased to present the following 2 awards on behalf of campus activities. The recipients are reversed in the program. The Henry Skip Mice 1963 Emerging Student Leader Award goes to Emma Scheistel. The Henry Skip Mice 1963 Outstanding Student Leader Award goes to Isaac Green.
Hello, I am presenting an award on behalf of the Pikes Peak chapter of the National Mortarboard Honor Society here at Colorado College. As a relatively new chapter, we are still very much learning the ropes of this whole honor society thing, and we absolutely could not do it without our fearless advisor, Rochelle Mason. Rochelle tirelessly dedicates her days to facilitating the mortarboard ideals of leadership, scholarship, and service among the student body. Her patience, encouragement, and positive energy know no bounds as she helps clubs and students reach their full potential. So this year, we are very excited to present her with the Mortarboard Honoree of the Year Award.
The Tashian Creselius Prize for Women in Science was made possible through a gift by Daniel Creselius, class of 1959, and his wife Anahit Tashian Creselius. This year's Tashian Creselius Prize goes to 2 students, Christina Chrissy Maruyama from Connecticut for her work with Professor Shane Heschel on the drought tolerance of wetland plants, and our second recipient is Shaquila Mitchell from New York for her research with Professor Daryl Killian on the MTR4 protein in dendrite regulation. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. I'm pleased to present several all-college awards.
The Anne Rice Memorial Award is given to a woman from the junior class in recognition of her contributions to the college and dedication to the goals of a liberal arts education. This year's recipient is Emma Whitehead. The Dreamkeeper Award recognizes a student who has demonstrated an active commitment to addressing issues of multiculturalism and improving the quality of campus life for historically underrepresented people. This year's recipient of the Dreamkeeper Award is Marley Jameson. The Mary Stearns Barkalow Award recognizes a senior woman who has made significant contributions to campus life and has worked with campus groups promoting personal development for female students. This year's Mary Stearns Barkalow Award goes to two women, Rosie Nelson and Molly Hayden. The J. Juan Reed Award recognizes the senior best combining scholastic achievement and involvement in extracurricular activities. This year's recipient of the J. Juan Reed Award is Alex Langstaff. The Van Diest Award is presented to an outstanding male athlete. This year's recipient is soccer team captain Sean Parham. The Laura Golden Award goes to an outstanding female athlete. This year's winner is National Soccer Coaches Association Second Team Academic All-American and First Team Regional All-American, Kate Unishi. The Nelson Cisneros Award is presented to a member of the faculty or staff who exemplifies the standard of promoting diversity within our campus community. This year's award recipient is the late Laura Padilla, Assistant Professor of English. Professor Padilla supported ethnic and cultural diversity through her courses and scholarship. Her courses included Mexican American literature, Introduction to Native American literature, and Borderlands theory, song, and literature. Her research and scholarship focused on modern New Mexican literature. She also served on the Minority Concerns Committee and was an active participant in the Race and Ethnic Studies and Southwest Studies interdisciplinary programs. On her behalf, Laura's parents and sister, Kathleen and Eligio and Sarah Padilla, are here to accept this award. To honor Laura's legacy, her sister Sarah has offered to read one of Laura's poems.
Thank you all. This is actually not a poem. This was a piece of schoolwork that a dear teacher of ours from high school sent to us after Laura passed. It's an answer for an essay for college admissions, and I thank you for your indulgence. If there's any question which you would wish we had asked, ask it now and answer it here. Laura's answer to this question is, explain in as many words as pleases you your own personal interpretation of Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. With a triumphant shout, I damn bureaucracy. I shake queens into kittens. I explore tangent worlds and talk to my garden. I am reason's own voice, and the slower I walk, the further I go. I will grow to be 100 feet tall, and I will swim in my own tears. I will dance with lobster and refuse to eat anything to which I have been formally introduced. Should I fall out of the boat grasping for the prettiest water lily, so be it. I am Alice, and I am eternal. One cannot remain satisfied with her own view. She must climb over to the other side for a look around. One mustn't sit stupidly under trees making lazy daisy chains. One must explore deep, dank, cavernous rabbit holes. Things grow curiouser and curiouser, no matter, be brave. Wander through the dark woods and embrace what you find there, forgetting for the moment whose and what you are. Fear not monsters, nor monarchy, nor bellowing brats. Leave them be, as they're just as likely not what they seem. Read a scary story, pursue a white rabbit, play croquet with flamingos and hedgehogs. To be unafraid, to face the new and the strange with a calm demeanor and an uncritical eye, that is to be Alice, and that is to be admirable. To be Alice is to never condemn anything without trying it first. Strength is what I want, to be able to attend a mad tea party in a dignified manner, to have a heart of flesh and dissolve into tears when deserted by a Cheshire cat, and then to dry my face with the driest thing around, a treatise on English history. I want to recognize that the world around me is skewed, and I want to be a part of that strangeness. I want to leave war to fat little boys and brown-nosing to flimsy paper gardeners. Through my own efforts and endeavors, I will become a queen, only to retire to the comforts of home and hearth. One's whole life is a pack of cards. It is a chessboard. One can look at it aggressively, or one can look at it from the proper perspective and upset the game with gentility and a well-timed shout. To be gentle, to be adventurous, to be young. That is to be Alice, and that is greatness. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. I'd also like to recognize the recipients of this year's Crown Goodman Scholarship Award. The selection of recipients is based on the student's academic record and contributions to the life of the college. Please stand as I read your names. Madison Andres, Raven Andres, Fiona Horner, Joseph Howard, Brooke Stemple, Emma Whitehead, Evan Crane, Evelyn Grant, Hannah Sales, Molly Broom, Nicole Pay, Andrew Eshelman, Elena Foraker, and Lindsay Mustard. Congratulations.
Come stand here with me. Okay, so I'm Allison Weibel. I am presenting the CCSJ Involved Student of the Year Award. This award this year goes out to a student who has been involved in too many organizations to name, so I kept to 10. So he has been both a member and a leader in President's Council, Relay for Life, Stocking Shuffle, Somos, NASU, Sigma Chi. He has also been an RA, a bridge mentor, an admissions fellow, and a student trustee. Everyone, join me in congratulating Joel Begay. The second award I'm presenting is the Involved Student Organization of the Year Award. This year, the award goes to an organization that has helped us through our personal and communal hard times. We'd love to have Lizzie Parker up here to accept the award for GROW, the mental health support group here at CC.
And I'd like to present 2 awards on behalf of student government. The Bob Pizzi Outstanding Advisor of the Year Memorial Award, awarded to the faculty or staff member deemed by the students to be the most helpful advisor, Gretchen Wardell. And the last award is the Lloyd E. Werner Teacher of the Year Award. This award, we wish to acknowledge one of the greatest professors on campus. Students have chosen this professor based on intelligence, caring, exceptional qualifications that she brings to teaching. Professor Tomi Ann Roberts.
Go now. Savor your achievements and treasure your disappointments. And may the one who carries all the world's pain and basks in every smile give you peace in your moment of triumph, courage when you least expect it, joy as if no one is watching, and always, always, in all ways, remind you that you are loved. Blessings to you all on the way.